Hello Robin, and welcome to my new home. This is my room. I have not made any effort to unpack yet, but we'll get to that. I've been quite tired and I need to set some time aside to sort my life out. I might as well give you a little tour. I probably should have had the camera the other way around to do this, but it'll be fine. Yeah, so this is my room. I've got a wardrobe and a bed, which is a massive upgrade. It's a double bed, and it's got a duvet instead of an itchy blanket. So I'm having a great time. This is the upstairs. It's dark and there's only bedrooms up here. Come down the stairs and we have a bathroom with a shower and a bath, which I'm happy about. I could do with, I've been hankering for a bath a lot. I tried the shower out, it's a nice shower. I tried the toilet out, it's a toilet. This is the garden. Honestly, I can't see myself using the garden a ton because it's quite cold out, but maybe we'll find a use for it. I have a midwinter barbecue. This is the, I think, welding torch. I'm not really sure why we have this, but the house has a very like rural feel to it. Like there's a lot of stuff around that you like, because this town is kind of out in the sticks. A lot of the time people just like jimmy their own solutions to stuff because it's like, that's just kind of the way of life here. Like the window insulation, like there is a window and there's just like cling film on it. And it works very well as window insulation, but I think people would find that weird in England. This is the kitchen, and it's really hard to see what I'm pointing the camera at. This is the kitchen, and it is ace. There is so much cupboard space. We've got an island. We've got 3 sinks, oven, no gas hobs unfortunately, but you can't have everything. There's a knife block. I haven't used the knives yet, but I will try them and probably just get a knife. There's a fridge freezer. Honestly, I'm basically just really excited to have a kitchen. Like, almost the main thing that bugged me about the hostel was the kitchen. Like, I felt like it didn't have any space to cook. Even though the kitchen was big, like, you don't want to fill up a whole counter with your stuff. So I was just always doing like 1-pot meals and chucking stuff in the pot in the wrong order because that would use the least space. But it's nice to have some breathing room in the kitchen. You know how this is. Like, there's something about cooking, you just want to do it your own way and not be interfered, and like now I've got that, which is nice. Then in there is like washing machines and the boiler and stuff. That's not interesting. And here is like a big, I guess it's the lounge. I feel like there's not enough chairs in it to be a lounge, but it's probably a lounge. Maybe that's another fridge? I don't really know, to be honest. I've only just discovered that we have a ukulele. There's a ball there, an exercise ball. Someone's got a bike, some books. I'm basically just learning about the house at the same time as you are. But yeah, that's nice. And then there's like this indoor porch area. Something that I hadn't really thought about, but now realise is quite obvious, is that all Canadian houses have this kind of indoor porch thing, because otherwise you would open the door and like a -20 breeze would come in. So like, that's interesting. A little boat, we got some plants. There's one of these jobbies, I forget what they're called, but it's like a, I think I'm sure that noises can be made with that. But yeah, there's my overview of the house. Mostly, I'm just really happy to have a kitchen. Also, there's a lot of things about living in your own space that I've forgotten. Like, it's like I'd taken for granted not having them. Like, I came in late last night. I was just really happy that I could turn a light on without being rude. Like, I came into my room and I just could turn the light on and like sort myself out before I went to bed, and like you don't have to worry about being noisy or whatever. And the duvet doesn't itch, which is all nice. I think that's all. I haven't actually met the second person in the house yet. Like, I've met the person that owns the house, but not the other person that's here. I don't even know if they're here yet, but I've heard a voice. It sounds like they're a man, but there was also a woman earlier, but I think she was visiting. We'll find out. But yeah, nice house. It's in a decent location, probably not quite as good as the hostel, but it's closer to the mountain, further from the town sort of deal. It's only 10 minutes away, like, but walking, it's all fine. So yeah, this is nice. It definitely is a bit of a shame to be leaving the hostel because it was so easy to be social there. Like, I didn't have to, like, get up and do something to like, be talking to people. You just, like, go to the kitchen and it would happen. And I think that's something I struggle with is, like, oh, well, invite my friends round for a party sort of thing. Like, I just want my friends to be around and then I'll be friends with them in this kind of soup of existing together. That's definitely the way that I best talk to people, I guess. But maybe this will be good training at sorting out that particular character flaw. We'll find out. So yeah, hopefully I'll like visit the hostel a lot and still chat with my friends. I'll still ski with them, obviously. I think there was some touring planned for today, but I had so much sleep to catch up on. Like, it's not that far off. Like, it's not much of an exaggeration to say that I got home from work yesterday, I went to sleep, and then I woke up really late and basically immediately have to go to work again. I slept for so long. So I can't remember if this was referenced in the videos, but I had a plan to go for a New Year's Eve ski tour. I promise not to, by the way, make these videos just, oh, here's the ski touring I did this week. It's just that this one was quite a step up and I feel like it's worth mentioning. Yeah, we were going to wake up at 4 in the morning and then hike up Mount Fernie, which is one of the mountains you can see from the town, but we weren't just going to go straight up it from the town. We were going to go like around and up the back. So we did get up at 4, the 4 of us, and set off with headlamps and stuff. There's a hiking trail that led like flat along for a while before you start climbing, and we got to the end of that and the climbing route was really densely treed. Like, it was a battle getting through that stuff, and we had a little conversation like, do you think we're going to actually make it up this? Like, we chatted for a bit and we decided we'd start on it and then, with quite low expectations, I think, see how it went. And well, in the end, it was a struggle. Like, this stuff was not nice to get through and it slowed us down a ton. But we did get up out of the undergrowth and up into the mountains. Massively missed the sunrise by this point. Like, we were only at, the peak was 2,100 meters and we were about 1,600 by the time the sun was rising. But the views of the sun rising, even though we couldn't like see the sun coming over, just the like what it was projecting on the mountains behind us, that was incredible. It looked so amazing. And we kept going up. That's a very brief summary of what we did. We kept going up. It was a lot harder than that, but the essence of it is that we kept going up. I think we were all very tired at one point, but we stopped for a snack and kind of perked up a bit, which I'm glad about because the amount of tired that I was erring on not okay, but I really had a second wind. So anyway, got to the peak, and it like the way up. The reason we didn't go straight up the closest face was because of avalanche conditions. So we like picked a much longer route so that we could take the shallow way up. But it meant that we like came up this shallow face. We got to the top, and then it's just like not straight down. Like you could ski it, but it's so steep on the other side. Like we just crested the peak, and it was like, whoa, just looking straight down onto the town. Like the backside of that mountain is incredible. It looks so much more impressive than the side you can see from the town. It was amazing. So worth doing. It was such a mission. We stopped at the top, had a wee drink as a reward, and like made some coffee in a stove. It was like -20 at the top, I think. It was really cold, but I was still just in a fleece until we stopped because of the climbing. Yeah, it was mad. It was so much fun. Dug a pit again. The results from that were good. We did get a result, but it was a very hard result. Like, it was something to look out for, but not really a concern. And the skiing down, it was really good, but for the amount of climbing we did, we got not much skiing. Like, we got about 300 meters of good descent before we were back in this undergrowth. But we followed a river down. We skied on the river, or the snow that was on the river, so we avoided the worst of the bushes. We got back to the town on our skis anyway. We didn't have to skin up or anything. Yeah, it was 20 kilometers in total. We're out for 9 hours. It was really hard going, but it was so good. Like, you felt so good afterwards. Yeah, I just want to keep doing that. It's a lot of fun. It was such a big step up from what we've done, and we like chatted about it when we got home and like, talked about some things that we should do differently. But yeah, it was wicked. The route also led up for a while in the direction of the Three Sisters, but then moved off. It is a big mountain. Like, if we're gonna get up that, I'm gonna have to get a lot more fit than I am now. It's so high and it's such a long way, but we'll see. We'll keep that in mind and go on some more tours in the meantime. I think that's all I have to say for today. We'll see how this house goes and everything. The job is fine. If anything, it's got slightly better. I'm now better at finding random little jobs to do to fill up some time. And honestly, I'm better at doing the work slower so that it fills the day more. But yeah, it's continuing to be all right. And I was worried for a bit, but I now think that it will just be all the time instead of one day cripple me. But again, we'll see. I'll probably leave you on a quick video I took at the peak so you can see what I was seeing. I hope you're doing well, and until next time, stay old.